This is David with the Paranormal Sessions podcast. This is going to be a rather short video, but I want to thank all the new followers. I appreciate that. This week's been rather unusual. About 5 days ago, I walked into this room and I saw a flash of a face, which of course was the evil spirit, and I'm sure he's just doing that to intimidate me. That now I can see, who he is. I mean, I only saw it for a split second, so if I saw him walking down the street, I wouldn't recognize him. So a few days later, I'm looking at the white line on the ceiling, and of course there's usual black cloud around it trying to, either destroy the yellowish white light or do some kind of damage. So I'm looking at it for a few minutes, and I finally see a child running around within the yellowish white light, and then I see a man walking in there too. And then I believe I saw a second child, but I'm not positive, but I think there was a second child. So I can only assume those are two that were in my bedroom, and now they're crossing over, which is great. But as I'm still watching the yellowish white light, I see an evil spirit, which I assume it has to be the one that's harassing me. He's like trying to bang on the light, the yellowish white light, or pull something out of it, but you could tell he was acting violently. He was doing all he can to break through the yellowish white light, which I'm sure that's never going to happen. But he was there for a little bit of time, just sitting there banging on that yellowish white light, trying to get in. And then eventually he just gave up, and then he just disappeared. And so that was kind of unusual that he actually, was trying to go through it himself. So, I'm sure that's the one who's attacking me. So after that happened, one night I wake up and I hear the doorbell, and I started to get out of bed, but then I remembered years ago when I first, found out I was a psychic medium, evil would ring the doorbell, or at least play that in my head, because I have that connection with him. And I would get out of bed, and it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. Of course, there's no one there, and they did it a few times, and I figured out, they're just trying to harass me. So that night, I hear the doorbell, and I wake up, and I go, that other new evil spirit's trying to, mess with me. So I just went right back to bed. Well, then they got a little bit more creative. So this was 3 days ago. I go to bed around 10:45, and which I thought was the following morning. I get up, go out to the kitchen, turn on the coffee pot, and as I'm walking back to my bathroom, I see it's like only been an hour since I've been asleep. So he put that thought in my mind that it was a new day. So I got up and then, turned the coffee on and all that when it only been like an hour. So I thought, just to be on the safe side, I got a little cheap watch, and I'm going to keep it next to my bed. And if, when I wake up and it's like, doesn't seem quite right, I'll look at the watch, and if it shows, it's only 3:30 in the morning, then I know he's going to, he's trying to mess with me again. But I'm sure he hasn't given up. When he showed his face to me, that's basically saying, you saw me for a split second, and you're going to keep on seeing me. So, if he does, he does. I'm not going to stop. I'm still going to, talk about the things I see and things of that nature. But I guess that's the one who finally decided that he's going to be the one that's going to try to destroy me. Now, I don't know if it was any of him when I had these two accidents so closely together. I'm kind of leaning towards that way. Of course, I'll never have any proof, but considering all this happened and then he pops up, I would kind of lean towards he's the one that was the principal cause. But I could be wrong on that, but I just wanted to give everyone an update. I still have some pain. I'm still getting headaches, but at least they're not as bad, and it's starting to level out. So I think the next video I'm going to be more like me, because I can kind of tell I'm not as like lively or whatever, because I'm just because I had like a bad headache like about an hour ago and things of that nature. So that's why I kind of now record at odd times, because if I'm feeling pretty good, or at least not as much pain, then I'll go ahead and just do the video again. But I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks.